Good morning. Welcome to Thoughts Can Change Your Life. I'm Reverend Lee. I'm here every day to bring out questions, to have discussions, to share with you. And today I want to talk about this idea of abundance because it seems to be on everyone's mind. And here's what I understand is that abundance is an inside job. It's not about everything you do, but it's more about an attitude that we create within. When we focus on lack, when our consciousness is on lack, we attract more lack. When our consciousness is about what we have and we express gratitude for what we have, we attract more of it. So if you have a job and in that job you're making X amount of money, and now you realize you need X amount plus an additional amount of money. Don't think that you don't have enough money. Be grateful for the money that you have. Give thanks for what you've got coming in every day. Give thanks for whatever you're doing that's bringing in abundance. Be grateful for it. And then ask the question, with the gifts that I have, how can I serve more people? And then start doing whatever that answer is. The more people you serve, be grateful. Because the more people you serve, you're giving out an energy of service. And guess what? An energy of payment for service must come back. It's the law. Everything is circular. If you're gratitude, you get more of what you're grateful for. If you're focusing on scarcity, you get more to be scarce about. If you're focusing on health, don't focus on your disease. Focus on the things that you're healthy about. If you're in a relationship, focus on the things that are working in the relationship. That's where the energy goes. There are so many things in our lives that are going magnificently, but we have been domesticated into focusing on the things that are not going that way, focusing on the things that we don't have, that we wished we had, instead of being grateful right where we are, right at this time, being grateful. Here's what I know. Whatever you have in your life, give it all of your attention. The people that come to Agape, whether it's virtual or whether it's in person, they're the people I give all my attention to. I don't give it to people that are not there. If they're not there, I can't give them attention. So when people come into a virtual gathering, when people come into an in-person gathering, when people text me or talk to me, here's the key that I've learned. Be fully present where you are, with who you're with what you have, and be grateful for the opportunity to share with them. That makes every gathering, every opportunity special, doesn't it? And when you start creating opportunities that are special all the time, guess what? The universe says, okay, let's bring them more opportunities to be special all the time. So one of the things that was real interesting is Gene and I yesterday went to a movie on the spur of the moment called Honk If You Love Jesus. And it's about a minister who is promoting the abundance gospel, very charismatic in that. And this minister fell from grace, obviously did some things, and the community dissolved. Well, they were trying to bring it back. What was real interesting is they were focusing on lack the whole time. And when you got right down to the end, it never worked. They weren't grateful for what they had. What was interesting is this was a megachurch minister that was the story was written about or written. It could have been fiction. It could have been real. I don't know. But the key thing was they had this mansion. They had all these cars. They had this. They had that. They weren't focusing on that. They were focusing on what they didn't have. And what they didn't have kept multiplying and multiplying and multiplying. What they wanted was a full auditorium so that they could be up there and speak and be this and that. And it was all ego-based. At least that's how the movie portrayed it. And when things are ego-based, it's not about connection. It's not about oneness. It's not about serving others. See, humility is the concept that you are the most unique expression of the infinite. And everyone you meet is the most unique expression of the infinite. And no one's better and no one's worse. We're just unique. And you see, when you embrace that idea, you take out judgment. And when you take out judgment, you're in a state of love, aren't you? So it's really fascinating, this journey that we're going through. And this journey is picking up steam. There is more change, more contrast than at any time that I can remember. And I think a lot of that just has to do with the fact that we're being bombarded with information 24/7. The question I ask is, what information are you allowing yourself to be bombarded with? It might be good to bombard yourself with things that you're grateful for. Go on a gratitude rampage. What does that mean, Lee? Well, one of the things I do in one of my workshops is I have people sit across from each other, look each other in the eyes, and for 5 minutes, just simply look at the other person nonstop and tell them what you're grateful for about anything in your life and everything in your life. You finish that 5 minutes and let them have their turn at 5 minutes. I will tell you, your energy and their energy and your collective energy will be transformed. A lot of times people don't realize that all they have to do is sit down and let someone know how grateful they are for them and for their own life. Don't you want to be around people that are grateful? Don't you want to be around people that are appreciating the magnificence and the juice in life? Oh my God. It's everything. It's everything. Carly says, thanks for the reminder of being present now and being grateful for what we have and shifting focus on that. This will be on my mind all day. Good. My intention is to put stuff into your minds for you to discern, not to affirm that I'm right, but to discern for yourself whether or not it works for you. That's really just a huge thing to understand. Don't believe anyone. Don't make anyone your guru. It's okay to have teachers, but don't believe them. Use their wisdom to question your life, to prove the techniques, and see if they work for you. If they work for you, then they're yours. They're no longer the teachers. This is what I've learned with all the great people that I have studied under here in the West and there in the East. All the great teachers, I realized they were unique individualizations of the infinite, and so am I. And that when we were together, we shared things together. And what they shared, I use, and what I shared, they can use. I don't need to possess it. I don't have the right to all that knowledge. In fact, think about this, gang. There's no original thoughts out there. Everything's already been thought. Everything's already been said. The question you got to ask yourself is, what am I perceiving through it? Because it's your perception of something that changes. You could have heard someone say something 5 years ago, hear it today, and it has a completely different meaning. Why? Your perception, your life experiences change. You're seeing it from a different frequency. And when you look at things from a different frequency, oh my God, everything changes. Everything changes, especially if you are in a frequency of gratitude. Everything changes. So the message today is pretty simple. Focus on what's working. Focus on what you're grateful for. Focus that you have the freedom to focus. Because where you put your focus, you create your experience. With that, beautiful souls, make it a great day. And know if no one tells you this today, I will. I love you because I accept you as your unique and perfect self. Make it a great one. Only you can. Aloha.